What's up, growth fam? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh Lewis. In this channel we talk about everything self-growth and self-improvement. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Got tips on self-development. My chair is squeaking and growth coming at you every single week. Today we're talking about one of my favorite topics ever, Conor McGregor. 3 things that anyone can learn from Conor McGregor. Why are we talking about this? So this is a topic that I've wanted to talk about for a long time. I believe there's always 3 things you can learn from any human being. So we're gonna create a video series on how you can learn any 3 things from any human being. And the first one we're gonna start off with is the notorious Conor McGregor. So I've been following Conor McGregor for a little while now, and he is a very entertaining, charismatic, and polarizing figure. His rise in the UFC has been something that has been so memorable, passionate, and inspirational, even if you don't follow the sport. He has gone through different weight classes to become not only a champ in one weight class, but the only UFC fighter to become a double champ, meaning he's gotten belts in 2 different weight classes. He's had inspirational fights, stories, and amazing things that have been said about him as he continuously progresses through the sport. Like any athlete, he's had his failures, and he's also had things that have made him a better entertainer, better fighter, and genuinely a better person. So we're gonna talk about the 3 things that anyone can apply. So let's get into the first step. Number 1 is visualize what you want to become. So Conor McGregor tells this story about how when he was a child, his sister gave him the book The Secret, and he dismissed it at first, pretending like it wasn't really nothing that would actually help him. But as he started to read the book, he started to visualize the things that he wanted to create in his future. He talks about how he would do small things. For instance, he would visualize him finding a parking space right in the front whenever he would go shopping. And whenever it would happen, it would come to fruition, he would celebrate it. He would go crazy and act like he had just won a world title to reinforce that behavior of visualizing and actually believing what happens and comes to fruition. So the law of attraction has been greatly talked about, and that's not what this video is about. But the one thing that we want to learn from it is visualization. So whatever you want to believe in, you must visualize. He also says things like, if you do not speak it, it won't come true. He is so confident in his abilities that he can actually speak things into an existence because he believes once he visualizes it, it becomes an experience in his mind and it's a reality to him already. And he wants to believe, and he knows that whatever he believes and whatever he sees will come into fruition. And this brings me to the second thing that you can learn from Conor McGregor. Number 2 is confidence is everything. I'd like to take this moment to apologize to absolutely nobody. Amazing confidence by Conor McGregor. Confidence is one of the things that is in his arsenal. It's one of his tools that he uses. Some people call it arrogance, some people call it confidence. I'll explain where arrogance comes from and where confidence comes from. So where arrogance comes from is a level of insecurity. You haven't approached a situation before, you haven't done a situation before, and you need to cover up whatever you're doing in order to make yourself feel better. Confidence comes from knowing your abilities and knowing that you can actually back up what you say because you know how good you are. You know your confidence, you know your abilities, and you know what they do and how they can serve you. He believes that confidence is something that is not only a way to live life, it's how he lives his life. It also comes from a sense of humility. He's had recent losses against different people across different sports, and he talks about being humble in those losses because there's something that you can learn from every single failure in life. He's had different losses, many on grand stages, and while some people might retreat and think that they're going to give up, he comes back with fervor. And the third thing that anyone can learn from Conor McGregor is number 3, learn from your losses. Just recently, Conor McGregor came out and defeated Donald Cerrone in 40 seconds after being out of the ring for 15 months. There's a thing that they called ring rust. And when he came out, it didn't really look like he had any ring rust at all. In fact, he came out with such fervor, with such passion, with such invigorated strength, he was able to end the fight, a 5-round fight, in 40 seconds. Why? because he went through something very challenging. He lost on a grand stage in boxing, he lost on a grand stage in MMA, and he came back, humbled himself, and learned that with all the tools that he has and all the confidence that he has, he can also learn when he doesn't succeed. He used different techniques to capitalize on what he didn't have before and developed new weapons so he could actually be able to defeat people in a way he hasn't defeated them before. This is something very amazing that we could all do. We could all learn to do. We could all learn from our losses. We could all build confidence. We could all visualize things. The problem is sometimes we do one or two of those things. But if we are able to do these three things consistently, you can learn the tactics that Conor McGregor uses in his life in order to create grand success. You know, he says a great quote that says, "This is hard work. This is an obsession. This isn't talent." It's very true. An obsession towards something, an obsession towards being great, is usually the outcome of being great. You have to have an obsession when it comes to these different things. So if you want to be able to become just like Conor McGregor in the sense where you're obsessed with your talent, you got to do these three things, and anyone can apply these three things. Number one, visualize what you want to become. Number two, realize that your confidence and your abilities is everything. And number three, learn from your losses. These three things anybody can apply and have the winning mindset of the notorious Conor McGregor. Thank you guys so much for watching, Growth Fan. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you like other videos too as well on growth, I got a bunch of them. I got book reviews right here, I got people skills videos right here, and I got tips on growth coming at you every single week. We do everything we can at this channel to make sure that you can become more powerful than you would ever know.